Hello, and welcome. Let's get that open. Yup, good. This one, I'm there. Let's go. Hello, Iron. Hello, Mace. Hello, Frenchie, and hello, Tommy. 14 Carbolite ore, 15 Fusium, 3 fire cells. I also need a Monster Bone plus, some Wyvern gems, and some Gyros bits. As soon as I have killed Lavasioth once, I'm also going to chuck it all into the wish list. And then we need to deal with Lavasioth as well. There's a lot. There's a lot to do right now. But first of all, we need to get this mining done. Which hopefully won't actually take too long. The only thing that's a little bit poopy is that I don't have the camp that I would want to start at for this, but hey. No biggie. I've got a 3-hour mining tour. I really hope that it does not take that long to get 15 Fusium. 15 Fusium should not take 4 hours. Something has gone very wrong if 15 Fusium takes 4 hours. There's a Basil on this map. Also at Oregon. The stream is all about the fish. I mean, we'll be playing Free U after the world segment, though. We're not going to be doing any fishy there. Actually, will we? I think I needed one more fish-based thing. And that's it. I don't know if Lavasioth, not Lavasioth, Lagiacrus counts as a fish. He's not a fish. He's a Leviathan. World will be fishy. World will be fishy. That one I cannot deny. World will have fish. And probably plenty of. Lagiacrus is a cool fish? Is that what Is that what a figgy is? It's just a fish but cool. Don't know. I don't think there's a mining spot up there. Char is a cool fish. I think we might be stretching the definition of fish slightly here at this point. Like a fish needs gills, right? I don't think Shara has gills. I don't know. I'm not a fish expert or marine biologist. Hello, Panzer. Welcome. Good to have you. I hope you're looking forward to some Lavasioth murder today. Ideally, the mining does not take long here. Ideally, the mining does not take long. And then after a quick Gyros and Lavasioth kill, we can switch over to some multiplayer. I mean, you spelt miners the correct way, Panzer, so that does not mean anything other than the people who mine ore. It's if you spell miners with an O that you've got a problem. Minors are children. Miners are professionals. Mine ores, yeah, ironically. If you overpronounce it, it does become that. And that's not the right one. I don't even now know how you'd pronounce that. Minior? Minior? Is that even a word? Hello, Jank. Welcome. How you doing? It's a Pokemon? Oh. Of course it is. Oh, of course it is. Okay, I do need to make this rotation a little bit longer on the way around here. Because I get hit too quickly. But otherwise not terrible. I do not have any Fire Cell Stones. And unfortunately, I need Fire Cell Stones. I need 3 more. This is going to be a giant pain in the ass. I looked at this when I opened the game today and was just like, oh. Really? 5 Wyvern Gems? That's not nice. Is what that is? That is not nice. That's gonna kinda suck. But it'll happen. It's just gonna take some time. I think that's Gen 7, Ein. Why do you know the name of the Pokemon? But you have to be like from the Gen whatever when it was Hawaii. Somehow you know the Pokemon name, but you don't know the name of their games? That seems strange to me. Fire Cell Stones are even more of a pain. I mean, I am running on limited gear. Mining is purely a matter of, like, hitting RNG and being lucky enough, right? I have speed mining, easy peasy. It's a lot quicker. Wyvern Gems are incredibly difficult hunts against Diablos. Because I'm a weak boy. In order to attempt to get them. That's the difference, right? Especially in 4U. I think rarer drops like that are actually easier to get in the older games. Personally, you prefer to be fighting stuff than running around. Oh, so do I, but... the ease of access, I believe, is in the Fire Cell Stone's favor. I'd rather be fighting, but in terms of pure ease of access, I have to give it to the Fire Cell Stones. Especially since I only need 1 more. It's actually the Fuchsium that's seemingly going to take the longest time with my mining. Stephway, how am I doing? I'm doing okay. How are you, Frenchie? I'm doing alright. I look very clean. I did shower. If you mean my facial hair, I shaved yesterday. Or I like trimmed it yesterday, I guess. I didn't really shave it in the traditional sense. But that was there yesterday as well. Oh, there's the fire still. Cool. Just Fuchsium left to go, because I'll definitely get all the Carbonite ore. In fact, I think I already have. You had an encounter with a toxic kid on 4U. You refused to do an arena since arena sucks. Don't try and change your mind. And he started calling you weak when you were 200 hunter rank higher than him. Well, 1 hunter rank means nothing. All hunter rank means is you've been playing a game longer than someone. 2, if you actively told this person who loves arena, fuck you, arena sucks. Like, what do you expect to get, right? Back in return? I don't know if you did that, but... this person might love arena quests. You just said you didn't want to do it? Fair enough. Then you just leave? You can't do arena quests because you only play 1 weapon. That was me for the longest time. That was me for a very, very long time. I was like, does the arena have dual blades in it? And the person was like, why? I was like, I literally can't play the game. Unless dual blades is an option. For You Online goated. For You Online has really big problems with not necessarily toxicity. I don't consider that toxicity. That's just someone being mean. It has really big problems with people just being mean, basically. Toxicity is when it gets to the point where they're like, you know, I hope you get cancer and die, you piece of shit. You're not even worth living. Like, that's toxicity. Compared to other games, 4U is extremely nice. I mean, depends what you're comparing it to. You comparing it to League of Legends? Because then, like, yeah. Are you comparing it to other Monster Hunter games? Because, like, eh. 4U is the Monster Hunter game that made me quit playing online. With random people. Pay to win cash grabs. So you're comparing a normal game to a game that literally attracts people who have more money than sense. Because of the fact that their money gives them an advantage and allows them to live out their superiority complex. I don't know if that's a fair comparison. Call of Duty? Even then, like, Call of Duty is not necessarily toxic. As much as it is just a bunch of young children who don't know any better. Just being like, oh, you fucked your mother last night, right? It's not a nice place to be, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that, but it's not that bad. Am I only using gear from Gen 2? I am only allowed to use stuff from monsters which were introduced in Gen 2. I'm including Lavasioth as part of Freedom Unite. Frontier does not count as its own thing, and even if it did, Frontier is a Gen 2 game. So I am limited to Lavasioth. Kushala, Teostra, Tigrex, Nagakuga, normal Yangaruga, but not scarred Yangaruga. I think that might have been it. There's only like 8. There's 8 monsters I could use in the entire game. And then I was allowed to use monsterless equipment. So, for example, if it is a metal weapon that is considered monsterless, I need 1 goddamn fusion. Are you yanking my chain right now? Hey, did I say hi, Falco? I don't know if I did. Welcome, nonetheless. Good to see you. Yeah, I was allowed to use monsterless equipment, or if the monster drops existed in 3rd gen. For example, piercing claws were obtainable in 3rd generation. The Conga and Hermitar, obviously neither of those are in this game, but the material itself existed, so I was allowed to use it. All metals were allowed regardless of what generations they were in. For example, in this game you have Coral Crystal, which doesn't exist in any game other than this one, but then you also have stuff in like 3U, you have Baphosite, which didn't exist until 3U. Gets a bit wonky if you start like messing with that sort of stuff. Stuff like that. Am I doing all the way to Fatalis or stopping at Shara? Stopping at Shara. I would love to go all the way to Fatalis with all of my runs. I really would. But it genuinely just takes like 5 times the amount of time. It's not true. It probably makes a run that's like... This run will probably clock in at 40 hours. It would make that into like 60, maybe 70 hours. Right? Unless Fatalis is like the goal. Oh, Rajang and Furious Rajang. Those are the other guys. That were valid. So the actual like ending goal of this run instead is to kill every single monster that was introduced into the game at Gen 2 at least once. At least a singular time. Which does, unfortunately for me, mean that I need to do... Lavasioth. I need to do Kushala, Teostra. I need to do Lunastra once in high rank. Hurt. It's kind of poopy, but it's neat. I like the idea. It would have been terrible if I rolled Gen 4. So thankfully I didn't. We would have had to have done a reroll. David Charge Blade. Blade. Thank you, N10, for the Charge Blade. Apparently the weapon of this run-through of World. Lavasioth good? In this game, yes, I agree. I actually kind of like Lavasioth in this game. Not necessarily because of its armor mechanic, just because I think it's actually an enjoyable fight here. Every prior Lavasioth can go to hell where they belong to burn in frickin' Purgatory or something. I don't know. That never made much sense to me, that saying. Purgatory is like before. But hey, whatever. Is that the Village Elder? It is indeed, N10. It's one of Flyan's emotes. I believe. Hey, Senjuriki, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah. But... I was gonna say something. So, Fatalis wouldn't even necessarily be like that difficult as such, Jank. Because I would get to... What's his name again? Rajang. I'd get to Rajang / Furious Rajang, build full armor. And a weapon. I've done Fatalis and Alatreon with fucking full Pookie equipment. Pretty sure I could manage with full Rajang. That would not be a problem. It would be pretty much in hand. Yeah, the Pookie run. It is my infinite shame, my personal sadness, a tar on my reputation for the rest of my life, that I uploaded the final VOD, the one which I killed Fatalis of that run incorrectly. If you only watch the VODs, you never get to see me actually triumph, because I uploaded the VOD wrong. It breaks my goddamn heart. By the time it was pointed out to me, I did not have enough time to correct it. We do have the clip, yeah. But it's not the same as being able to watch the entire run through. It is really nice that we have both the clips, though. One for Alatreon, one for Fatalis. But you can definitely tell that Alatreon was stressing me out a bit more. Because I popped the fuck off when I won that one. Do I bother with the Palico side quest? On a normal playthrough, yes. On this one, no. It's not worth the time. Anytime I do farming, I do it in multiplayer anyway. Which means any tangible benefit of getting the Plunder Blade is massively reduced. Other than like a first time encounter, usually. The only reason I would get it is purely to not use this. To not use the Digger Wasp. Thank you, Komaro. I honestly think, to this day, and for a very long time, that might be one of the hardest things I ever achieved. In my life. That was incredibly difficult. Actually proud of myself. I'm more proud of that than I am of the speedrun. Not by a small amount even, by quite a large margin. The speedrun would feel better if I feel like I actually had to do anything to earn it. The next step is Kulujaku gear? Kulujaku? Oh, Kuluyaku. Kuluyaku. Yeah. Is that one in there? I think that's easier, honestly. Kuluyaku has better equipment. Higher sharpness. Higher raw damage value, I believe. Doesn't have poison, which is obviously a bit of a bummer. Its armor is significantly better than the fucking Pookie Pookies is. Vitalis kill was essentially entirely using one armor skill. Full insecticide. I think honestly, Chisel, that might even be better. As long as it had an appropriate weapon. But still get a life outside of the game, says egotistical bodybuilder. I do have one. I have a partner I love very much. I will eventually be essentially a full-time, well, like half-time homeowner, caretaker of the house, and a half-time caretaker of the people who turn up to the stream. That does not feel like appropriate way to refer to people. House husband, you fucking betcha. Although I do really hope that I can convince my partner into still cooking, because everything I cook tastes like shit. It doesn't even taste like shit. It just tastes like nothing. I've never known anyone who's able to cook stuff that just tastes nothing. There's nothing there. There's no flavor. You're looking a bit through the 4U event quest you can access in G1. Some weapons of it that are unapologetically good for G1, at least partially into G2. Sounds about right, yeah? Call us your adoptive gremlin children. No. I am no one's father. Thank you. Nor should I be a parental figure. I'm 28. Learn how to cook? It depends what you consider learning how to cook being, right? Because what I consider cooking to be is greatly different what other people consider cooking to be. I could follow a recipe. I followed a recipe. Even added some little spices and stuff. Just no bueno. No bueno. You can be 28 and be a parent. You can. It doesn't mean I should be a father figure to anyone though. Just because you can be 28 and a parent does not mean you should be a parental figure to people who are not your child at that age. Add boatloads of salt and MSG into your dishes. I quite like not having heart attacks. As an already overweight individual, what is the usual meal I prepare in the kitchen? The most advanced meal I cook is a bacon sandwich. I don't cook, because it drives me insane. I genuinely don't understand how people cook. It actually makes me lose my mind. I've cooked salmon a few times, so I guess salmon. It's so easy to cook and to taste the result of your work. Do you not listening to me? Listen to the words that come out of my mouth, Chisel. Everything I cook tastes like nothing. I cooked salmon and teriyaki sauce with some rice that was salted and had some herbs in them. Tasted like nothing. Cook some chicken in the oven. Put some rub some olive oil into that bad boy. Put a whole bunch of salt onto it. Some pepper. A whole bunch of like Italian mixed herbs. Chuck that in the oven inside some little tin foil packets for like 40 minutes, right? Nothing. Cook streams so you can correct my shit when. Give me about 10 grand so I can afford all the equipment. Actually, give me about like 500 grand so I can afford to move home so I'm not in a communal space of a kitchen that's not my kitchen. You know, it's not my kitchen, it's a shared kitchen with my family. I'm not about to interrupt their space, so they can't use it at all. And then I can afford all the equipment. Does my partner think they taste like nothing, or it's just me? I mean, of what I just said, that is of what my response to Chisel was, that is irrelevant in that moment, right? That is irrelevant. Because Chisel said you get to taste the result of your food, but it doesn't taste like an egg to me. I think basically one of the only things I've ever actually cooked for my partner is just meatballs. Christ. Swedish meatballs. And they taste, like, you can eat them raw and they still taste delicious. So, like, technically I didn't really cook them, I just warmed them up. Have I ever tried making a chicken stew? No, because I don't cook that often, and handling chicken as someone who doesn't really cook that much seems like a very unwise idea in my mind. Did I watch my parents cook while I was growing up? I used to help my mum all the time. Used to help my mum cook and bake. I'm scared of chicken. I'm scared of chicken when I cook it, yeah. Because I don't want to get salmonella. And I don't have a food thermometer. My sense of taste works fine. Salmonella has taste and character. Salmonella removes your character because it puts you in the fucking ground. You don't use a food thermometer when you cook at home? Weren't you an actual chef, Frenchie? You don't need to use the food thermometer. What I consider cooking, myself personally, cooking to me is taking a raw ingredient that is dangerous and combining it with other ingredients to make a meal that is edible and non-dangerous, right? That's cooking. Slapping shit in the microwave is not cooking. Grabbing chicken nuggets, putting them in the microwave, it's not cooking. But putting them in the oven for 20 minutes, that's not cooking. Chisel, I just said this, my personal interpretation. I don't care what the definition of cooking is, my interpretation of cooking. It's making a meal. It's not just warming something up. Like if you made it, like a salad's a good example. That's not dangerous, right? You take all the leaves, cut all the leaves up. Take whatever you're putting in the salad, put it all together, grate the cheese, all of that stuff. Put it all into a bag. Bag? You don't put it into a bag, you put it into a bowl. Chuck all that shit together. That's cooking. What I do, I have cooked very few times in my entire life. I don't consider like putting something in the microwave, turn the microwave on for the amount of time shown in the recipe to be like cooking, right? It's just following instructions. And start off with some pasta. I've cooked pasta before, I've cooked rice, like, cooked. I've looked on the back of the pasta packet. It's a sin. Like, wash thoroughly. Put in water. Sorry, I'm thinking of rice, not pasta, Frenchie. I'm thinking of rice. You know, rice is what I was thinking of. Put the rice in some water, wash the rice to get the starch off of it. Take however much rice you want, put twice as much water in the thing, put some salt in there. Like, make the water boil, put it to a lower temperature, let it go in there until the shit runs off. Done. That's what the packet says. You're like, you shouldn't do that, you should do all these other things. Yeah, that's cooking. That's what cooking is. When you do all of those other things, because you know how to do them. Instead of being scared that you're going to kill yourself. Wash your pasta? Yeah, why not? Wash your pasta. Technically, it gets washed anyway, right? You put it into warm water. It's washed in a sense. Can I cook eggs? I don't know if I've ever cooked an egg in my life. I'll be honest with you. I'm not really a big egg fan. Don't mind a fried egg every now and then, but I don't really eat eggs that much, so like, no need to cook an egg. What? Like, people have preferences to their flavors, their palates, Frenchie. You might know this as someone who cooks. Some people don't like certain things, so they don't have a reason to cook them. Why would I go and cook an egg? It's just a waste of an egg. I'm not going to eat it. I'm going to go do a boiled egg and then just go throw it in the bin. Yeah, but you're cooking for other people. I don't cook for the commercial restaurant. My partner doesn't like eggs, Frenchie. Also, I'm not giving my partner E. coli because I incorrectly cook an egg. Are eggs E. coli? I think eggs are E. coli, right? Hey, Crimson. Welcome. What exactly is this run? I can only use equipment from monsters that were introduced in Gen 2. Hence, Lavasia. Salmonella, you're pretty sure? What, eggs were also salmonella? What's E. coli? I always thought E. coli was eggs for some reason. I mean, I suppose they could be like multiple on them, but hey. Making sauces for pastas are pretty good. To get a sense of what it does to make it taste the way it does. E. coli is sewage? Oh, is it? Wasn't that sickness? E. coli gives you food poisoning. Same as salmonella, Chisel. It's bacteria, I think. Specifically a bacterial infection? I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor. Now cook the Lavasia. Can you imagine the temperature you would even need to get that to be able to cook it? Assuming its armor isn't completely heat-proof because we put giant cracks in its armor and it still submerges itself into the lava. Doesn't really seem to give a shit. I don't think you can cook it. Does she like cryogenically cook it? Hello, Pokolo. Hey, Glyphis. Welcome to the both of you. Hope you're doing good. Maybe put this in a better way. Following instructions, to me, is not cooking. Cooking is when you can give someone a whole bunch of ingredients and they're like, oh, I can do like all of these things with this. I just need like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, there. Obviously, you have to learn somewhere, but like, I don't know. If I'm just following ingredients, I don't consider myself to be cooking something. Let's put it that way. That's better, because then it doesn't sound like it's insulting other people as well. Difference between reading out a script and improv. Yeah, I suppose. You consider following a recipe to be cooking? Yeah. Good for you. I don't consider myself to be cooking if I'm following a recipe. Other people are fine. I don't even know what that means. To be honest, Crimson, I don't even understand that one. Cooking's when you end up with food, and yeah, everyone's gonna have their own way to look at it. I'm not saying mine's right. I'm saying it's incredibly weird, and I am wrong. But I'm still allowed to think it. I need Gajau whiskers. Why do you hate me? I also need Gajau scales. God fucking damn it. I also need more fuchsia more. How much defense does this have, by the way? 56. You know what? Goodbye, speed gathering. It was nice for you to have you here for a while. You have been replaced by an actual armor piece. Fire attack. Maybe its skin is heat resistant, not its armor per se. I mean, fair, I suppose. Do you want to be good at baking? You got a jank. What? Baking is science? Isn't cooking a science as well? It depends what we mean by marinate. Because, like, it sat there for, like, 10 minutes, right? That's probably not enough. Only monsters introduced in Gen 2, Crimson, is the specific ruling I was given. And, like, monsterless weapons. Jesus, that took a while for me to find. It's very limited? Yes. Yes, it is. It's 8 monsters. And the first one is in high rank. And, like, 5 of them are in master rank. That's really annoying, Chisel. Enjoy your time. Trying to think of what it includes. Do you want me to spill the beans, or do you want to try and think about it yourself? Lovasioth, Tigrex, Rajang, Kushala, Teostra. Yep, that's 5 of them. There is 3 more. One of them is a little bit more of a technical level than it is like an actual existence. And then one of them's incredibly confusing on it being also a technicality. Cooking can be adjusted. Oh yeah, I suppose, true. Agakuga, yep, that's number 6. The last 2 are the hardest 2. One of them, because you just wouldn't think about it, and even when you do think about it, you're like, oh, come the fuck on. And then the other one, because, like, you've maybe already said it. Lunastra? Yep. Oh, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 9. My bad. Not 8. Made some nice chicken curry the other day. Hell yeah. Very nice. Oh, I still actually need to fight the damn Gyros. All I did is go and see it. I just went and said hello. That doesn't count. That doesn't give me the materials at all. Speaking of not cooking, time to microwave some lunch. Oh, enjoy. I will have my technically food tomorrow myself. Because I made leftovers. Technically food. My chicken that I cooked. It is completely tasteless, bland. However, it does sustain me and it keeps me alive. It is food. People wouldn't be happy about it, but it is food. Does it not have a taste? Don't ask me, dude. Monster Hunter World, Great Gyros. How do you get this quest? In high rank. High rank quest. I made it. Do I seem like I understand what I'm doing to you? Third fleet? Oh, it's always the fucking third fleet. It's chicken. The salmon I cooked had a taste. It was just incredibly weak. Despite the fact that it was like... Well, it wasn't incredibly weak, actually. It did taste like the sauce, because I put sauce on it. It's just the rice was shit. How do I start her quest chain? Just Bane. You're not sure what the other two would be? It begins with... I probably need to do the fucking Shamos skin delivery, don't I? Ugh. Rajang? Crimmy? Furious Rajang is technically a different monster in this game. Second gen introduced normal Garuga. First gen only has scarred Garuga. So Furious Rajang is technically a different monster. And scarred Garuga is a gen 1 monster, but normal Garuga is technically gen 2. You did already say Rajang, yeah. Where can you find the fish spot in the Frontier map in GU? Was it only 8? Lavasiov, Tigrex, Nagakuga, Teostra, Kashala, Lunastra, Rajang, Furious Rajang, Scud. Yeah, normal Garuga. It's 9. Unless I can't count. Furious Rajang is Gen 4. He's Gen 2. He's in Free to Me Note. He isn't? Are you sure? I'm relatively certain that he's in Freedom Unite. It got its own icon in Monster Hunter 4? Yeah, that's true. It got its own icon in 4. But it existed in 2. It just had the same icon. Because they treated all the subspecies like that. Like, Yang Garuga and Scarred Garuga have the same icon as well, for example. For you, there was a Savage Pickle with a normal pickle icon, yep. But now it has its own one. I think Brachydios? Was Raging Brachydios the same with that? It might not have been, actually. I think it might have given its own icon at that point. That was 4th gen. Counted towards the same monster, yep. That's what I mean, it's like kind of a technicality. It's on a technicality standpoint because it needs to be, because otherwise, like... You've got like 4 monsters in the entire run. Reggie did outside icon, cool, yeah. Go through the food channel, there's some good stuff in there. Yeah, most of it's chisels. Chisel's the only one eating, no one eats as hard as him. I mean, to be fair, that might be true. At least that no one eats as far as him. Fart goes. Wasted update. Who knows? You just type things sometimes, right? Then you look down, you're like, huh? Wait, I did the Slay 11 Shamos quest? Did I not get the stuff for this? I'm 1 away. Really? Was that necessary? Okay. I trust your knowledge because you know a lot, so I was like so sure that you were going to be right. I'm glad you're wrong for once. Nice little pasta meal you made a few weeks back? Hell yeah, do it. I'm sure it looks delicious. Everything Chisel posts looks really nice as well. Top one is from Mace and is a Charge Blade redeem here. Let's just go into the expedition one more time here, kill some more of these bloody Shamos. I don't know if I need to do this, I'm just assuming this is where I need to go. What I'm really saying with this whole cooking thing is that I am unfairly harsh on myself compared to what I expect of other people. That's actually the core problem here, but like, not relevant. Not relevant. Posted. I'll have a look when I get the chance here. Because I do not put that evil on other people, I basically only put it on myself. There we go. One Shava side. I really like the fourth picture there. That looks really good in that picture. One pan pasta good. Just, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna ask anything. I'm not gonna say anything. Lest I get myself in more trouble. I literally don't understand how you unlock this questline. Third Fleet Master Quest chain. I put dollar. I put pounds earned fleet. A master's toast? It seems like I probably need to do one of these delivery quests. So you have to do a different delivery quest and then do something else. Okay. That's a pain in the butt. What have I got to do here? You won't score doesn't mean other people won't. Christ, what am I doing? Grand, Gadgel, Whiskers, and Gyros, thanks. Okay. Sort to high rank. I don't have any Gadgel or Gyros quests. That's a pain in the ass. Is there a normal quest to Gyros or Gadgel in high rank? Probably not. I know there's low rank ones. Cotton fossils is not what I want. Varnos is a useful one to do. Wait, it's right fucking there. Was that there before? Fucking god damn it. Oh, I hate myself. Sometimes I question my existence. It's too warm in here. Let me just go turn the heater off. Here, I'm back. Ugh. To vacate the veggies. So fed up with the cooking talk, you need the food related quest. Not fed up with the cooking talk. I feel like I don't explain myself well, and then I end up accidentally insulting other people because I put my foot in my mouth. Like saying, you know, cooking from a recipe isn't cooking. I don't think that other people who do that don't cook. I think that for myself, right? But I don't say that initially. And then it just makes me seem like kind of a dickhead. I was insulting every chef ever, understood. I mean, my very limited experience with chefs, which is like talking to Frenchie and like watching several people online. It seems like half of them don't even consider themselves chefs anyway, so. They're like, yeah, what do you do? And they're like, yeah, I'm a like CDP, chef de partie. I've been cooking for 8 years. You're like, oh cool, so you're a chef. Because it's literally in your job title. They're like, no, like I'm not really a chef. I just like I just help out around the kitchen and cook small bits where it's needed. And no, they're like head chef of the kitchen. They're like, I'm not really a chef per se. You're literally head chef of a Michelin star restaurant. Hugs, please, what? Is it too real for you, Frenchie? I spoke to a lot of sous chefs and CDPs in my day, okay? Actually, I have had a lot of experience with chefs. I used to work with them all the time. I used to talk with them all the time. And they'd be like, kitchen's fucked. I'd be like, cool, I'll get it fixed for you. There's a difference between a chef and a cook, but they tend to overlap. I mean, if chef's in your job title, you're a chef though, right? If you're a chef de partie, or if you're a sous chef, you are a chef. No? At that point? Your job title is cook. Yeah, but I'm talking about CDPs specifically. And sous. They had kitchen chefs as well. In the hotel chain that I worked at. They were different. They also, like, didn't give a shit 90% of the time. Often everyone except the executive chef isn't considered a chef. To me, if you've got chef in your job title, you're a chef, man. Your literal job title says chef, you're a chef. Because that's bullshit. The executive chefs hardly ever cook. Then how are they chefs? The people who don't cook are the chefs? Because they designed the menu? Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense, though. Like, obviously you have to know what you can design, like what goes on the menu, being able to like put flavors together and all that stuff. That makes a lot of sense. But like, in theory, purely theoretically, you could never have cooked in your life and design a menu, right? Like, that's not impossible. If you have a particularly well-versed, like, palate, you know what flavors go together well, you understand the procurement, the process of the, like, cooking, but have never actually cooked any of it. Chefs and middle management? Oh, no. Well, you fuck off, Odo. The cook is called cooks and the managerial staff is called a chef. That might be the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Then what's the sous chef? What's the CDP? I know these terms. The restaurants that I used to like semi-manage. I know that sounds so much fancier than it is. That I used to do assistant maintenance on. That's a better way to put it. They had some kitchen cooks. Then they had a CDP. Then like maybe one or two CDPs, a sous chef usually, a head chef, and then you'd have like the regional chef who set all the menus and stuff. But like, what does the sous chef do? What does the CDP do? Sous chef are like the vice president. They're just the second in command. Even though they're like fourth in command. This is a shitstorm, man. This doesn't make any goddamn sense at all. What are you, the second in command? Where are you in the chain of command? Fourth! Okay, that's the wildest shit I've heard. Everything you thought you know about kitchen hierarchy is a lie. I mean, I knew there was cooks who did like the majority of the cooking. But then my understanding of it was that the CDPs also did a good chunk of cooking and were on, like, managerial duty to make sure that none of the cooks killed anyone. And then the sous was the next level up from that, and the head chef's the one whose fault it is when everything goes really wrong. To make it so that the managerial chef doesn't take any blame. You know, the regional chef. Because you don't want to get them blamed for anything, because they're fancy or something, I don't know. They're important, quote unquote. Anyway, fun fact, when I worked there, the CDP peeps had like twice as much responsibility and got paid about $1,000 more a year than the kitchen cooks did. It was not worth it to take that promotion. You had so much more responsibility on like the job description, but you did not make a lot more money. The only reason to do it, I guess, was to like go up the track to becoming a higher level chef. Bit of a nightmare. Chefs have duty to their kitchens like captains to their ship. Imagine a culinary revolution because they're not happy with the hierarchy. I mean, it sounds like they need it. It's bullshit. Are you rude if you call a cook a chef? Not really, because most people just use chef and cook as the same thing. So hence why you move up to head cook and stick to your assistant. Because you actually want to, like, cook? Instead of sitting on your ass making menus? Is that why? I actually have a question about this for you, Frenchie, which you might actually be able to genuinely answer for me. Have you seen a head chef ever do any work? I know that sounds really rude. But they used to employ them. They had a head chef to every venue. And I don't know what they did, other than take blame. In your job, cool. Interesting. Maybe there was just a particularly weird cultures with head chefs at that place. I feel like their entire job was just like restock their supplies. Order more stock. Congratulations, you're a chef now. I could have done that, man. Wouldn't minded the pay jump either. Welcome back, Chisel. That was actually fairly brief. Congratulations. Six Gajiao scales, 4 Gajiao whiskers. I think I'm gonna go get them. Your phone battery ran out? Oh, so you had to... So what are you telling me, Chisel? That all the time that you spend on the toilet is unnecessary right now? It's not a necessary part of you going to the loo. It's only because you have your phone with you. It wasn't the deciding factor, but did it make you stay on there for less time? Or was it because, like, someone smashed the door down and was like, get the fuck out. I'm gonna shit myself. Food is good? Food is good. Enjoy your luck, Koburo. I think we can agree on that one. Food is fantastic. In your job, you have the department head, the head chef, i.e. your boss, and then you have some executive chef, does some menuing. You have the real cooks, head cook, and assistant who actually does all of the work, right? Well, obviously, because you don't want to give any, like, incriminating evidence of your restaurant that you work at, vaguely how many, like, customers would you say that you serve on, like, a... you know, normal peak time shift sort of thing, on an average? I know that's an incredibly difficult question to ask, I am aware of how ridiculous that is. Those, like, peak... how is it, like, 3-4 hours? The dinner rush. Slash the breakfast rush. Slash the lunch rush. What kind of nursing home rehabilitation facility? You have roughly around 200 residents. Okay. And one person does, like, most of the stuff. The phone is probably responsible for 30% of the time spent. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time. There's a head chef and a head cook, not confusing at all. Yeah, to me, that does not make a lot of sense either. I get it from, like, a actual point of view, right? I'm like, huh? You don't regret a single minute, though? Do you not? Because you do complain about not being able to play stuff a lot of times. Didn't feel like playing anything today. You know, didn't manage to get a chance to play anything today. It's like 20 extra minutes. You could have played something. The stream's head nerd affectionate. I didn't realize that was a position that I had hired you for. AM shift that covers breakfast and lunch, then you have PM shift that covers supper, yeah. PSP. Poop station portable. You didn't hire me, but now you can't get rid of me. Well, I don't consider that a problem. But I don't consider that a person, probably. I don't consider that a problem, personally. Kitchen's opens from 5 AM to 7 PM. It seems about right to me, yeah. With pre and post. I I think I actually would have physically harmed you, Chisel. If I was in your family. If I was desperately needed to poop and I could hear someone playing Monster Hunter, I'd be like, dude, I'm gonna shit on the floor if you don't leave that room right now. And then I'm gonna run downstairs and I'm gonna tell our parents that you did it. Shit is bad, he'll never play Monster Hunter again. Fair. Very glad I did not have siblings that lived with me when I grew up. Very glad. Couldn't possibly pause a quest, you know? Yeah, on the PSP version of the game, famously unable to pause. I honestly have played so much World on PC that I actually forget a lot, like genuinely forget a lot of the time that you can pause the older school Monster Hunter games. Because you can't pause this game, so I'm like, I need to play, man. I can't do anything. I gotta keep going. I'm like, oh wait, this was on the 3DS. It's got a pause button. Whoopsie. Did the pause button came back in Rise, didn't it? If I remember correctly. Was that a thing in Rise? It should be, because it was on the Switch. I really hope that's back in Wilds. To be honest. Because it was dumb. Actually something I would genuinely hope for Wilds. A pause button. I've got. Let's pause the game. All those children who have parents that don't understand that they need to finish their quest and will scream at them. Let them go and do what they need to do and come back and still be able to play the game. Please. I was not cursed with this, but many of my friends were. Complete my first investigation to kill Gajao. Yay. Woo. Okay, that's the 2 charge blades. I got Great Sword up next in the row, in the QE. So I should now only need... This is... Yep, so the Gyros stuff here. Just at the top, these bits. I need some Lavasioth stuff. What do I do about these Wyvern gems, man? I guess I need to solo hunt a Diablos. And then all I need is Teostra and Kushala. But Diablos is the best way I'm gonna get that, right? Pretty sure it's the highest chance. It's like a 13, maybe even higher percent on a gold investigation reward. Can I do myself another Lavasioth here? To cycle the desert to hopefully spot a Diablos. Wait, do I just have one? I just have one. I'm an idiot again. Big old dummy. Give me the voucher. Christ. Do the Diablos. Then I can open the lobby to online play. If some crazy person wants to join me to kill Lavasioth, Diablos, and Great Gyros as a quest rotation. Not a great trio of monsters. I mean, I haven't got it open yet, Mace. I said after this quest. Oh! Nice! Good. I don't know how I got away with that, but I like it. I need to break his horn and his tail. And his back. Actually, I need a full break. I don't know if its horns actually do have a chance. It might just be more important for its tail and its back. Hey, yes, Summers. How you doing? How many charge blades are in the queue? No idea. Can't tell you that. I do need to tick this one off. At least 2. It's genuinely the worst selection you can think of. It could have Kushala in there, Summers. Don't blame me, blame Mace for the challenge run. Blame the dice for being Gen 2. Honestly, I feel like I should just thank the dice for not being Gen 4. To be completely truthful, I should just be happy we didn't roll Gen 4. Transfer what? Large Elder Dragon gems. That's what I need. Diablos is fun. Like, he is in World, actually, yeah, that's fair. In the older games, Black Diablos kinda sucks. Sorry, normal Diablos is an annoying thing to fight, even in the older games. Black Diablos is always annoying to fight, even in World. The normal Diablos is pretty nice. What game would be best for this challenge aside from GE? Rise? Maybe Rise? I don't think you really have great 4th gen options still though, right? Until Master Rank? Got some decent 3rd gen ones, like Lagombi's in there. kind of the thing, right? Every generation is kind of poopy for the generation preceding it. What's the gear limit? Elder Dragons. You can't use pre-Elder Dragons in high rank. Sorry. Pre-Elder Dragon high rank. So anything before Nergigante. Even with a level charge. Might only be the third level of charge that actually gives you the benefit. I think Greatsword gets my time. Well, really? I guess it is a Diablos, so like I should need blue sharpness for its rare spots at this point. Pretty late game monster. Quite literally only Elder Dragons after it in high rank. And Basil, technically. He exists, I guess. Ugh. Oh, nice. Good horn break, somehow. I did not hit the horn. There it is. You think TCS has Mind's Eye? So you don't hit the first bit? Oh, that's lucky. So you can't like miss the first bit and then screw yourself over. Probably. Right, only 4 more to go. It's gonna be so much nicer in Master Rank when I can just use Nagakuga and Tigrex stuff, man. I have to farm any Elder Dragons. So much better. Honestly, not that much high rank left to do. Quest-wise? To like finish the story? I need to do what? Nagakuga, Nagakaga, Nergigante. Not my day today. Nergigante. Then the track gathering for the elders. Each of the elders, which is 3 quests. Xeno. Then I need to farm Tio, Kashala, and a little bit of Xeno. That's it. That's high rank done. In Master Rank, it's basically push to Nagakuga. Okay. Push the Nagakuga as quickly as possible. I might struggle with that, actually. That might be a problem. I might have to get some, like, high alloy armor or something. Some G alloy armor. Kill him, man. He did as you asked. Yep, he sure did. Diablos gave me what I deserved. Oh. Suddenly very tired. I think it's the warmth in here. It's incredibly warm. Shouldn't hit me. Good. I don't know how that hit me before. Must have been because I was like slightly off to the side. And when he slightly turned when he was charging, he got me with it. Very weird. Bonk. Nice. Good. Look. Damn it. There's one pod. Is this the slight issue I'm going to have for a chunk of this run here, by the way? Fights take a little bit longer. Not that 15 minutes is like a bad time at all, but because my weapons are a little bit weak, take a little bit longer than you might otherwise expect, because I'm missing a relatively decent chunk of damage here. Bum bum bum. Bum ba-dum. Bum ba-dum. Go faster, some multis here sooner. Do you want me to try and rush and then fail the quest and then delay it even more, Mace? Hey, Jojo. Because that's what's going to end up happening. Welcome. Why are you so excited to do high-rank multiplayer anyway? Against three, like, really not interesting monsters. Mean? Why is me just trying to warn you that it's gonna take longer if you rush me mean? You rushing me is mean. You're trying to make me perform under, like duress, almost, I guess. World multi, yeah, there's going to be a little bit in a moment here. As soon as I've killed this Diablos, we'll do multiplayer for a while. pressure? Yeah, but you can't say that out loud, because if you say the word under followed by the word pressure out loud, people just start singing the song. Especially in Twitch chat. What song? There's a song which has very famously under pressure in a very high pitch in its lyrics. I don't know the name of the song. You did it in your head, Jojo. I appreciate it. I appreciate the restraint. Very well played. Well done. Well done. Very brave, very bold. There's a few of them, Chisel. It's literally called Under Pressure. Right, there you go. Is it from Queen? I don't fucking know. Google Under Pressure song. So happy that you're going to be self-serving. Congrats. I guess. Oh, that song? Yeah. What do you mean self-serving? I mean, that only helps you. But Greatsword in the queue? Dual Blade was in there, you would have... Pardon me, put that in, but it's not. It's not, it's true. Go eat and come join if there is still room in multiplayer. We shall see when that time arrives. Glad you don't throw out lower rank armor yet. You heard the melody and just went, no, get you out. You've been tortured with it too much. Let me open up Nightbot here so I can actually put this. On the commands. And then change the little title. Some high rank farming for... Yeah, just put some high rank multiplayer farming. Okay, good enough. We don't need none of them extra words in there. High rank multiplayer farming. Understood. Right, I unfortunately do not have the things that I want from any of these guys. I don't have the, what do you call it, investigations, so I'm just gonna post them. The raw quest. The B-Hop song will never get old. I don't know what that is. I don't think. I'm afraid. Bad you don't throw out low rank armor. It's always a good idea to keep your armor as you go through the game. In case you ever join to help someone and they have like gear restrictions, or if you want to just look through your journey that you went on. Little look through your save file, see what armor you built at what point, how you build it, like what, like presumably what time you decided to upgrade at, all that stuff. Bring back the memories of what happened. Good stuff. How much do you guys want to bet the drink you get from this quest is made of Gyros toxin? I mean, probably. Just build like random high rank armor base. Is that where you got Banabra stuff? Banabra? The Vestblade, sorry. Is that Vestblade? No, it's just the... It's the Odo leggings, but the gold, so it looks Vestblade-y to me. This angle movement is horrible right now. Wrong game. Stuck in the wrong wrong mindset. I'm already thinking about free you, to be fair. I should really change that so that a command just works either way. Can't you? I forgot that that was your name. Thanks for joining, Jank. I know I said it just a moment ago, but just to make sure that you are aware as well. High rank equipment only below Elder Dragons. Pre-Elder Dragon. Which I technically think that Mace's Greatsword, Charge Blade can't be used either, because if I'm not mistaken, you get that from a quest with Teostra on it, but I'm not 100% sure about that one. Not the slightest. I can't remember if the weapon and the armor, or if it's both of them, come from that, like... The quest is called, like, Code Red or something. Damascus is... does it have Elder Dragon blood, Jank? In the materials? Because if not, I think it's pre-Elder. If it has Elder Dragon blood, then it's... Elders. I think you get that from Code Red, which I think has a thing on it. The Teostra. They usually inform each other though, Mace. Oh, I can see. I genuinely have no idea how you even build that greatsword. A low on high rank mats because you did some thingies. I'm sure you can build some random weapon somewhere. If need be. If need be. Right, that's this greatsword done. Let me go back up to the hub here. Bow from Entan. I don't know what that was meant to be. I'm going to refund the points because it's just the emote. And the emotes don't come up in the queue. It just gives you the text for them. Damascus needs Elder Dragon Blood. Then that would be a no-no. I think I wanted to build Damascus, but couldn't because of that reason, potentially. Don't worry about charms too much, Jank. Charms are where it turns into, like, this is too much, right? It just gets fucking annoying. You know, as long as you're not rocking Agitator 3. Something like that. That actually massively boosts your damage. Yeah, like Quick Sheath is not relevant, really, is it, right? Flesh Plant Longsword. I guess. Can help a bit with Greatsword as well, but it's not that big. It's not as big as, like, you know, max level crit draw or something would be. It's a massive skill for Greatsword. Only if you have other skills to go with it. No? Because, like, it's useful on its own, but if you don't have something to combo it with, it doesn't necessarily do a ton, right? Give me a friggin' talon, I needed a hide. Damn it, Quest. I'm gonna go see if there's any more over in this area, because there sometimes is, but then go kill the Lavasio. Just so that I can build a camp, that's the only reason I care. If I'm going to be farming Kushala, I might end up farming it in this locale. For which the thing is going to be incredibly important. The camp that puts you right outside of where Kushala starts. Can we not, though, please? You might need talons, but I think you need claws. Or hides, sorry. Oh, there we go. There we go. Just because you mentioned it earlier, and I'm interested, Jank. Is there any reason in particular why you one-trick Greatsword? Not, like, blaming you for it or judging you on it at all. I did the same with Dual Blades for, like, I don't even know, like 10 years? Other than when, like, absolutely forced to not play them in Monster Hunter Tri. Trick what? A one-trick. One-trick pony. It's the full thing. It means you only do like one thing. You only do one champion in a game, one hero, one character, one weapon. Only play like one archetype. Maybe you only snipe in first-person shooters. TCF give funny brain chemical. Fair enough. I can't disagree with that. Technically, I don't need to get all of the Diablo stuff right now. Well, it would be nice to get as much as I can right now. The Lavasioth and the Gyro stuff's more important, so I can stop grinding as soon as I get all that stuff. And then do Diablos with the Elder Dragons as well. Oh, it's fucking fake materials. God damn it. Thunderblade. Pink sparkles come out where you land the full TCS and the massive sound effect. I don't know the sparkles because I haven't paid that much attention to it, but I definitely know the sound effect. I haven't played Greatsword enough in this game, really, to be honest. I've maybe done like 200 Greatsword quests. Out of like, a few thousand quests. Greatsword in 4U is so perfect for me. It's hard for me to get to it in Worlds, but I definitely get the, like, big hit make you feel good. Because that's why I love it so much in 4U. It feels so weighty. It does here as well, to be fair. It's also a very weighty hit. Just want to try and break the back if I can for the, like, the back, honestly, I always want a full break, but the head for any, like, fangs or whatever that I might need, and the back for any fins are the most important things right now. That's a lot of scales that I need right there. I really like the Elders Recess, man. It's such a good area. I think they did a really good job with it. I love mixed biome areas. It's so much more interesting than just like the whole thing's a volcano. There's just more going on. As long as it still makes some degree of like sense. Nice one. Very good. Give me your damn back break, boy. He's so resistant. Hey, there we go. Happy days. Well, I'm glad that the drops seem to give me scales all the time, because that will make that a lot quicker. Considering how many I need, holy shit. How many do I need? 20. 13 fangs as well, so Headbreak is a 100% must. Every quest. That's so much farming of a monster that people typically do not fight. At least by the time that when they did that update. Where they added the event quest, because it was the least 4 monster, right? What's the best feeling thing you can do with dual blades? For me, personally, it is doing a, like, massive combo with a lot of attacks. Maybe doing, like, a full flurries of bows into a dodge that, like, perfectly dodges the attack. Then doing, you know, a demon dance. And perfectly dodging, just like really abusing your quick dash and positioning skills to just essentially have nearly 100% uptime on the monster. But for a lot of people, it's going to be rolling down the monster's back in this game. Fair, that is very satisfying. Especially on something like Kulve, yeah, or Xeno, Xeno'jiiva. When it's got its tail still on, you roll for so long. It's nuts. It's genuinely insane how long you just slide for. Destroys the sharpness. Oh, yeah. You should not expect to have sharpness left after you do that move on something that's large. All right. Right before it died. Woo! Fins are also very important. Good that I was targeting the back as second priority there. The scales probably won't be that much of an issue, actually. It's probably going to be the fins. Dual blades always destroy sharpness. Yeah. I can't argue that one. That's very true. That is very, very true. Shitloads of carapace, Jesus. Armor is expensive in high rank, man. Really, really expensive. General vicinity of dual swords spreads the decaying sharpness. Can you imagine? No one would ever play with dual bladers. They just had like a sharpness debuff aura. Everyone would hate us. Absolutely hate us. More than they already do. Hate you? You realize 20% of the player base uses dual swords, right? I think that was the statistic for Rise. Like 56% of the player base uses longsword, 23% of the player base uses dual blades. It was either the second or the third most used weapon in the game. You once had a general hate towards dual swords before you knew the anti-knockback skill was a thing? Specifically just for World? You hated dual swords? What did the World dual sworders do to you? I'm building Lavassi off armor, man. Why am I building Lavassi off armor? What is this? What is this? It feels so ludicrous. It was too high. It's good that I went the extra little bit there to get them. No luck on investigations. It looks cool. It's not my personal style. How often do I get to see lava armor? The less, the better. Show a little love to each and every sect. Can you imagine how long that would take? I don't even need to ask you, can you imagine how long that would take? You know roughly how long that would take, because you killed every single monster in... thingy. Someone who won every single armor piece in World you know? Yeah, so, like, why would you do that to someone? Why would you do that to me as well, Anton? Don't put that evil on me. I don't want to live through that pain. Who is the walking lantern? What? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what's happening there. I don't know what's happening there. Oh, that's really funny. I like that. That's good. That's good. What? How did you do that, Jank? I don't remember you looking like that before. Or I just erased it from my memory. It's a good time to pop back in. 100%. You're gonna triple, you can feel it. Because you're using a hunting horn? Against Diablos? Not because hunting horn's necessarily a bad matchup for Diablos, but because you are inexperienced with it. Cards, can you try and get the tail, please? I can't believe that didn't work. Fragile because it's not Lance. Fuck. Well, I know the tail can definitely give you large wyvern gems, because I got one. So that's my go-to, I guess. Back's broken. Oh no, head's broken. Once. Hey, hey, nice. That stamina song is so good. Oh! Oh, he's getting beaten to a pulp. That is what happens when he keeps digging and keeps getting Sonic Bombed too. Doesn't have a good time. Enjoy, Dawn. My god, I can't believe I have the luxury of stamina on a quest. 13 more levels to go, Summers. Jesus Christ. So much. I feel you though. It was nice doing it was not nice doing it when I did it either. Please stop, Diablos. Oh my god. It's a good thing Cart brought the ability to Absolutely spam the shit out of shots. The only thing that feels a little juicy is the pierce attack with bow. Let me raise you this, Chisel. 1,000 dragons. It's a lot better if you do it with piercing or bomb arrow than it was with thingy. Your horn has Sonic. Oh, that does it. That does it. It's leaving. That's why the Sonic didn't work. Mace has a Sonic horn and Cart has brought shitloads of Sonic pads, bombs, things. That's good. For me, I can understand the dislike of not having juicy hits. I don't want weapons to hit juicy all the time. The light bulb head is just head makeup with maximum brightness. That is amazing. It's so easy to do as well. You really hope they bring back old bow, maybe as a heavy bow or whatever, since world bow is fun too. I'm more than happy for them to bring back old everything as long as they don't sacrifice the newer things. Other than maybe Hunting Horn. I'm not a fan of Rise Hunting Horn. But I know there's a lot of people that are, and I also wouldn't necessarily want them to have their preferred playstyle ruined. Just because I don't like it, so that as well. No, M10, not Gen 2. If you're ever gonna have more the bright side is you're gonna have way more Fey Wyvern gems than you'll ever need. Yeah, that is nice. You never have to worry about farming like annoying creatures to get Fey Wyvern gems. Nope. It's fine. That's what's expected here. Unfortunately that I don't get what I want on any of these quests. Kind of need an investigation for it. Right, Gyros. Ooh, my hearing came back. That's weird. A tingling taste. Break the face. That's the only thing I need. Please and thank you. Don't worry about all these weapon requests popping up on the right, by the way. They're misleading you. I can't actually use... I can only build one of them. And even then, I can't build it because I need the Gyros materials. Gunlance. Drone put into the queue here. Let's go with that. Like it's been a hot moment. This is a big ask. It would be really nice to be done with Gyros and Lavasioth before the hour is up. Game? I know that's a lot, but it would be really nice. I could just farm Diablos and Lavasioth if this Gyros gave me everything I needed in one quest. Which is just 2 fangs, it's not unreasonable. That's all I need. Please hit. Good. No, it didn't. God damn it. There's one fang. I only need one more. And I will have the Great Swords. Maybe even up to the Lavasioth point build. I don't know how much that needed. Back with a Spetzi, a Bueno, and a Pingui. Sure thing, buddy. A Pingui? You seem very happy about that. All 3 things you would have loved to send over for me to try. I mean, I tried Thingy. Exclamation mark hub will give you the lobby, Jojo. Pretty sure I told you before, but just to reiterate, we are limited to pre-Elder Dragon high rank gear. Damascus is Elder Dragon. It takes Elder Dragon blood to craft it. And unfortunately, I don't believe you can get Elder Dragon blood from Zorah Magdaros. Pingui. Did we talk about this before and I've just shunted it out of my brain? Yes. I think we did. We apparently have those in England. Never heard of it. Or at least it's been yeeted. What do you mean? The food. I just don't remember what it was. If you're talking Kinder Bueno, I've heard of that though. You don't need to send one of those over me to try. I can tell you right now, I don't like them. I mean, I've never heard of just like Bueno by itself. is like hello, right? Don't know if that's correct. Just saying bueno by itself is something in a different language. I'm pretty sure. Like a commonly said thing. It says the ID contains invalid characters. Let me copy it again. Exactly the same if you take it from the HA. Like that. It's a slur in Estonian. I'm sure it's very upsetting to the 0 Estonians that are here. Oh yeah, I was translating a song in Russian. The tech language. Bueno translates to bueno. What? There was someone who commented on a YouTube video in Russian, so I Google translated their message, and then responded to them via a Google translated message. Because I felt rude about just ignoring it. I don't feel right. What'd they say? I don't remember. Something about, like, good conversation, I think? They enjoyed the conversation? Which is interesting, because the conversation was in English for the whole video, and then they commented in Russian. Which is cool. Like, I'm not opposed to it, but it's like... I mean, I could know Russian. I guess. It's not impossible. I don't think I look particularly Russian. On one of your vids, or just some random video? On a Sekiro video, I think. Memory serves. Can't remember. I would have to look on the comments. Let me go into the YouTube dashboard. Comments. Not I haven't responded. There it is. On a Sekiro video. Translate. Who the fuck out there commenting on my videos? Very few people. Interesting conversation, nice to listen, is what they said, which is very nice to say. I like it. It's nice to have people comment on the YouTube videos. To be honest. Because it means that there's actually a point in me uploading the fucking YouTube videos. Don't just feel like I'm wasting some poor fucker's server space somewhere by uploading, you know, 3 to 6 hour chunks of gameplay that on average like 8 people spend a minute watching. It doesn't necessarily feel like it's worth it, but then when someone actually is like, hey, you know, nice, I'm like, maybe this is worth it. Someone enjoys it. One person enjoyed it, that's good enough. It's not a waste, someone had fun. That doesn't work, by the way, Base. If you didn't figure out. Do you think we spend all our non-stream time rewatching every stream? That would be horribly unhealthy and borderline obsessive. If not just actually obsessive. In fact, I would go as far as to say that is just actually obsessive at that point. You should seek a medical consultation. Or at least if the behavior continues, I suppose. Everyone has little, like, micro-obsessions every now and then. Found a medical channel I'd never heard of until very recently, and I'm watching the shit out of, like, every single video. Basically all I've been doing. Just watching medical stuff. You've been watching the 9th of July 2023 GU VOD repeatedly for the past 4 months. Why? Is that when I win the game? The last GU VOD? Sure. You're gonna make me look up that VOD now. Wait, it actually is. Nice. It should, if I did it correctly, say GU Finale in the title. Though I don't know if I started doing that more recently. I think that might have been a more recent thing. I thought of all things, N10, you of all people would be obsessively watching a free U VOD. Not a for you VOD. Did it get both of them in one hit? It did. It's like, why have we only got one car left? Oh, they're both dead. Good thing I blocked that. There's no need, you've memorized each free mod. Oh no. Horrifying. Actually horrifying. To be fair, not many free U-bots, actually. At least I don't think there's that many free U-bots. It's just the Forge only and the current challenge, I believe. No. I love that move so much. It's so cool. It's just full unload in midair. That's some good shit. Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I need one more scale for the weapon, which will finally give me my first Gen 2 weapon. After all this time. All the way into end game, like nearly end game high rank, end mid game, I guess. My first Gen 2 weapon. The whole point of the challenge begins. Not gonna lie, it would be nice if there was a lot more weapons. Because it would spread out this grind nightmare a little bit more. Over more creatures. And hopefully not be so much of like, you know, 5 large Elder Dragon gems. Not large Elder Dragon gems, sorry. Wyvern gems. Because 4 of the weapons just need to go down the Elder route. Which means they have to go through the Blacksteel ones. And then the Lavasioth one just unfortunately also happens to need it. I don't think Lavasioth can give you Wyvern gems. Maybe it can. I don't think it has its own rare. A fin? Good, good. Carapace doesn't seem to come from wall slams or shiny drops. Which is a bit of a shame. Carapace is like my second most needed total ingredient here, so the fact that I can't get it conveniently blows. No! Bang. At least I think I got enough scales to build the weapon. That's the important bit. And we got the fang because we broke the head, so 2 most important drops done. You got Gradius, okay? It happens. You got poor armor compared to what damage you'd used to be taking, right? It happens. It's just that in the moment, like, damn it, we lost, and then immediately, like, it just... Failing to Lavasiov's first? What do you mean? Failing to Lavasiov's, like, probably incredibly common. Thanks to the Tempered Lavasiov quest, people died in this shit permanently. They're never gonna stop. Is Zora okay? Yeah. You can get Zora right at the start of the game. I'm scale short. Dang. Oh well. Oh, Jesus. I forget guild cards exist in this game because they're not as important as they are in the older games. I'm not getting done with Lavasiov. Lavasiov quests taken longer than I expected them to. Welcome back, Dawn. It's a crone with a charge blade. You don't even do that quest though, do you, Mace? The like tempered Lavasiov one for the decos. I imagine you don't even touch that one, so you wouldn't die to it. I imagine you don't really fight Lavasiov. Full stop. Can't fail Lavasiov quests if you never fight Lavasiov, I guess. I think that might have been either Chisel or the little pulse from my Charge Blade sword attack exploding slightly delayed, causing him to... Oh no, it was Mace. It was a head break. Never mind. To get flinched. It would have been cool if it was the slight delay on the Charge Blade explosion though. Mace getting head break. I just forget how easy the Horn breaks in this game. First Hornbreaker is so quick in World. Wouldn't it be funny if you did a Monster Hunter World run where you could only use basic sword and shield attacks like it's from OG Monster Hunter? No. Because you would never kill anything. It's so easy to do attacks that you can't do. You'd literally have to not touch your left stick at all to be able to pull that off in Worlds. Which means you'd get hit constantly. I do have a World run, which I'm looking forward to doing though. Which is Monster Hunter World, but you can't play Monster Hunter World. Which is an interesting one. Doing that run in right about 10 minutes. I wouldn't be playing Monster Hunter World at that point, is it? It's the little nugget of issue there. We actually have a full hunt. Nice. Thank you for the help. I appreciate it. Ooh. Oh, I wasn't charged. It looked like I was because of the overheat. Oh, dang it. The amount of times that gets me is too damn high. We have a great sword, we don't. Is this tail seriously not off yet? There we go. That took surprisingly long. Hey, nice. Good question. I just carved 4 Diablos tail cases. Sorry? How about no? You dick? Thank you, Chisel, for also calling him a dick. Which is apparently what Syading a dead monster is. No large Elder Dragon Gem. It's incredibly rare. If you're not doing special investigations. That's alright. That's what I expected. Oh, sorry. Large Elder Dragon gem. Wyvern gem. I'm not gonna get a large Elder Dragon gem from a Diablos, am I? Yeah. It'd be nice. It's not gonna happen. It'd be fucking phenomenal. Not happening. Well done. World is done, yep. Because I need to have a little break, run to the loo and stuff as well, so. Thank you very much. Mace, Chisel, Jank, Jojo, joining me. I appreciate the help. I think that was everyone. I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Thank you very much. I am going to be switching over to Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Now, I'm just going to take a wee break in multiple senses of the term. So, I'm going to pop up the Be Right Back screen. Leave world music playing in the background for a second, and then we'll switch over. Just a moment. See you in a sec.